Matt Hancock, the unmentionable. I hear that we're going to be seeing him in the jungle by the end of the week, unexpectedly, given I believe it was supposed to be the weekend, but with Olivia going, it's going to be sooner. Now, he, for the last 7 days, has been holed up in a really luxurious beachside 5-bedroom home. And actually, we've got some exclusive pictures coming on Mail Online of him having a jolly old time. So you do wonder, don't you, when he's got to go into the jungle, he's probably going to miss his comforts. But, what do you think of his decision to do this show?
I think it's appalling. He may have known, he may feel, he may know that his ministerial career is over, so he's lost the car and the salary uplift and all that. But he's a member of Parliament, for heaven's sake. He's very well paid by most people's standards to be a member of Parliament, by us, by the taxpayer. He's got a job to do thousands of miles away back home. And the idea that he thinks he can jet off to the other side of the world and be out of touch. OK, they've told him that he can get in touch with his constituency if there's some big problem. Well, that's not fair, is it? I mean, there was Charlene last night in tears thinking about her children. So I don't think that's fair. I think it's absolutely outrageous. I think it's a dereliction of duty. It's an insult to his constituents. It's an insult to taxpayers. And it's an insult to all those people who suffered under the COVID lockdown, for which he was very partly responsible. All those people who couldn't see their friends and family when they were dying. They couldn't have a proper funeral. All that sort of thing. I think they have a right to be deeply offended by it. So, yes, it's a brilliant signing for ITV, and a lot of people will be watching just because of Matt Hancock. But I think from his point of view, I think it's absolutely grotesque. As you've just described, there he is, 5 days in a luxury hotel. He will have been flown out first class, all very nice too, and his girlfriend's gone out as well. She's probably been flown out at ITV's expense. That's fine. I mean, it's a very wealthy programme. I don't object to that. He says he's doing it so he can reach out to the millions, go to where the people are, which obviously is not watching today in Parliament. So, talk about dyslexia, but ITV are not going to highlight his views on dyslexia. He'll get a little bit of a whatnot, but that's not why they've got him in there.
Do you think the fact that he is going to have a computer and he is going to have
a computer?
He's going to have a phone and a computer that he's going to be able to liaise with his constituents if needed. Now, do you think that is going to cause a real problem in the camp? Because as you said earlier, it's about a level playing field, isn't it? And this isn't going to be one.
It is. It has to be about a level playing field. It has to be, because you're all, whether you are. I didn't feel I was competing. I was just doing something. Whether you are competing or whatever, yes, it has to be a level play. I had no idea. He's not getting access just if needed.
Yes. So if there is an emergency in his constituency, he will be able to he will be contactable.
Well, I mean, I think that's outrageous. He's chosen to go away. He's chosen to just leave them to sink in whatever might happen, and I think that's what should happen. I think that's appalling.
Do you think that the other contestants are going to be civil with him? Do you think they're going to be angry with him? Do you think they're going to be nice? I mean, it's going to be really interesting, isn't it, when he does go in? Because we've seen all the furore in this country. They've all been cut off. So they haven't seen any of this, have they? So I think it's going to be an interesting one when he does. I mean, I don't even know if they know he's going in. I don't think they would know because they've been quarantined. So they're going to have a real shock, aren't they?
They are. I don't think they do know he's going in. And what do you think Owen is going to say? He thought that Mike Tyndall's wife, Zara, was Australian and called Lara. So what he's going to know about an ex-Secretary of State for Health, goodness knows. So I think he will be a bit of a shock. But in a way, he will come in with a clean sheet. He won't come in with them knowing what we all know and the absolute ordure that's been poured down on his head and the views of, as I understand it, most people in this country, that he shouldn't be doing it. So it will be interesting. They'll just take him as Matt. I wonder how many of them will know who he is. I don't think Owen will know.
I can see him and Owen, though, having quite a nice friendship. I can see those two getting on quite well.
Who knows? I mean, people who know him say he's a very nice guy. And, I mean, maybe he is. I'm not complaining about him as a person. I'm complaining about what he did when he was health secretary. And I just don't think he should be doing the jungle. But yes, he may be perfectly fine. He may be great fun. He may be a macarena. He may be kind to snakes. So he may get on very well with people. But my guess is that there will be enough in there, enough of them who know who he is, who realise what's happening, and will think, hang on a minute, what the heck are you doing in here? Hang on, haven't you got a job back home?